Hello, and welcome to another episode of Brettcast Gaming Talk. So there was this game announced back in 2014 or 15, I can't really remember. But the point is that it's 2018, damn it. Where's my game, Techland? Hellraid is a first-person hack-and-slash dark fantasy game, and I remember watching the trailer and first 20 minutes of gameplay. I was very, very excited for this game, and I wanted it. So what the hell happened to Hellraid? The last piece of information I can find about Hellraid in the mighty Google is on Polygon's website, and Techland said, "In recent months we conducted an internal analysis and came to the conclusion that Hellraid, in its current shape and form, is not meeting our own expectations for this project. Therefore, we decided the best course of action would be to send it back to the drawing board and reinvent our dark fantasy title anew." He went on to say that at this point they are taking all of their development resources to making DLC for Dying Light. Now this article was published in 2015, so where the fuck is my game, Techland? Hellraid's problem is the developers themselves, Techland. Now they split from Deep Silver apparently because of creative differences, and that's fine. But what Techland needs to understand is that when you announce a game with a trailer and gameplay, people expect to see that game in a couple of months. The consumer will start to lose interest, will start to lose trust in the developers, and then assume the game is canceled, which it isn't. The problem is Techland went and made Dying Light. And that's fine. They announced Hellraid and some DLC for Dying Light, and that's the problem. Big development companies have many small teams that work on different projects at one time. This is what Techland needs to adopt, because that way they can have one team working on Dying Light and one team working on Hellraid. And especially now, 2018, with Dying Light 2 on the way, they need this now. I was hoping this year at E3 that maybe we would get something on Hellraid, but we didn't. Instead, we got Dying Light 2, which doesn't look bad, but that's not the point. I firmly believe that Techland's response of "we sent Hellraid back to the drawing board" is a bunch of crap. I don't think that they've started the game and are focusing 100% on Dying Light 2 because this studio is incapable of dividing its development resources on two games and creating two well-done games. I understand that to some doing that would be a bad idea, because what if one game turns out better than the other? What if the division of development resources results in huge quality differences in Hellraid and Dying Light 2? My answer? I don't care. I don't care about Dying Light 2. I'm sorry if you like it, but Techland shouldn't be making the game yet. Back in 2015, when they said they were focusing on DLC for Dying Light 2, I was fine with that because I thought once they finished Dying Light, they would begin working on Hellraid. But clearly with Dying Light 2 announced, it seems to me that they are not focusing any resources on Hellraid. Like with Dead Island 2, my excitement for Hellraid has gone down a lot, but whenever Techland decides to be done with Dying Light 2 and release Hellraid, I will gladly play the game. That's all I have to say, so if you want to add to the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening, and goodbye.